Hi everyone, this is Remington Jaime Gutierrez with Congregation Sohar Israel, and this video is about a preview of the class we're going to be having it will be on December 22nd at 7 p.m. Central. It's going to be Zoom and it's going to be physical, like locally here. And so I'm gonna try to in this like small preview video to do it say it in English and Spanish for the Spanish listeners. And so hold on a second. Okay, the connection was a little bit off, so I apologize for that. So I was trying to say in the Spanish and English. And so, anyways, I'm going to say in Spanish right now. Buenos días, mi nombre es Rebecca Jaime Gutierrez con la Congregación Sohar Israel. El día de hoy voy a hacer un pequeño resumen o preview para lo que se va a hablar en la clase que voy a hacer sobre Tehillim. Go with your brother, please. Go with your brother, please, to help you. Go with your brother. Go, Yarani. Go. Aquí, bueno, como estaba diciéndoles, vamos a hablar sobre Tehillim y sobre los beneficios en su salud, en psicológicamente, físicamente y mentalmente, en todos los aspectos. Y creo hay bastantes beneficios. So this is my 5-year-old, Yona. So okay, you want help? Let's give you help. There you go. Now you're good. So anyways, let's start with this. Okay, so as you guys know, that Tehillim is one of the most important things of the Jewish woman. One of the parts is an incredibly important part of the community as a whole. So women overall, Jewish women overall, we are the ones that stay the home through prayer. So Tehillim, all the Psalms, they encompass all human emotion and in situations. So King David went through very difficult situations, family situations. So when you dive into Tehillim, and you're just like you're pouring your heart before Hashem, and it's so vast that you're able to Tehillim, and with a person who is reading through a Tehillim, you're able to empathize, and you're able to find something that speaks to you through the Psalms. So I have two versions. I have the English version and the Spanish version. So when I'm done, I'm gonna say in Spanish so that everyone can understand and the Spanish speakers can understand what I'm saying. So in terms of prayer, and it's when you pray, and you're not focusing on your issues and your troubles. So when you're having a stress, when you're having a trauma situation, most of the time you're gonna be in fight and flight mode. So that will increase your cortisol levels. That would affect your sleep, and that will affect all aspects of your overall health, as we know. So, and when you're davening, actually, you're exercising your brain as to make it stronger in a way, and also your mind is shifting into other than the problem they're currently going through, and also it triggers your empathic part of the brain, that when you're thinking about someone else other than that's going through something really difficult. you go with your brother?
Mama?
So, go with your brother, baby.
Okay.
Go with.
The cop show.
Yes, we're gonna explain.
We're
So-
gonna draw.
Yes, baby. So anyway, so when that part of the brain is activated,
I'm gonna draw, Mama.
then you're-
Can I
go get honey.
draw? Okay.
So when that part of the brain is activated, then the cortisol levels will drop, and your overall health will start improving a little bit. So that obviously that'll be coupled with healthy eating and all those things. But when cortisol levels drop, it's an incredibly important part of the equation, overall equation of your health. So, and when you feed your soul and your mind with prayer, you feel it's something that is nurturing to yourself. So if you don't feel it with prayer, if you don't feel it with Torah study, if you don't feel it with those things, you're gonna have to feel it with something else. Either it is worry, either it's stress, either it's the trauma. That trauma is actually the action that happens to you over and over again. It's kind of like it plays. It's kind of like a little movie that plays over and over and over again. So when you don't really shift your mindset into a prayer, I call it a prayer mindset, and you let that movie play over and over your head, then it's gonna affect you in all ways, in every single way you can imagine. So I brought this box. I'm gonna make it a little bit physical, and I can try to explain it as much as possible, as physically as I can. So this is my son's. He loves my son Yaron's box. He loves like rocks and things like that. He is my explorer. So I'm gonna open it. So imagine this box being your soul. So we have, like I said, we have two choices. You have with what can you fill it with? Either you can fill it with prayer, or you can fill it with something else. So throughout life, we go through life, and we go through trauma. See the big rock right here, trauma. It goes in the box, and we go through very difficult situations. It goes in the box, and we go through health situations. It goes inside the box, and we go through death of a loved one, another box. So another thing that goes inside the box. So if you add up more and more and more and more, it becomes extremely heavy, and your soul becomes extremely heavy, and your emotions become extremely heavy, and then you have depression, and then you have suicidal thoughts, and then you have so many things that are going on, and you have sadness. You can look at it, baby. And you have like sadness, and then you have anxiety, and then you have like so many issues, and then and there comes the physical issues. After a period of time, it is proven scientifically that you can get issues like, for instance, high blood pressure, for example.
It's for the crabs.
Because the chronic exposure to high cortisol levels.
It's the pie with treasure.
Okay, baby, can you please go with your brother? And that really affects you physically.
Wow.
My baby's super excited.
Wow, cool treasure call show.
Okay, cool treasures.
Cool call show collection.
Yes. So,
Where's the call show?
Yona, go with it, puppy.
I think this is the call show.
So, anyways. And so it affects everything now, and then you add so many physical issues like intestinal issues and so many issues. Yona. So, anyways, but when you add prayer to the mix, when you add prayer to the mix, then those issues, as my son was saying, you become stronger. So those issues may be coming into like smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And they start transforming into a beautiful rock.
It's a beautiful rock.
And a shiny rock. Because those issues that you went through can be used toward helping others. move forward
and
and
shiny rock.
a blessing of others and praying for others, improving their souls and the connection to Hashem and your connection to Hashem. So
rock.
the
So
Tehillim,
many rocks.
see it as a bridge
Wow,
between
rocks.
you and Hashem, your soul and Hashem, to
There's
be able
a
to
rock
connect with Him
collection. It's
in a very
rock.
deep level
It's a,
and in a very expansive level.
like they're cool.
So
There's rock collection.
I would see it as a superpower, if you will, for a Jewish woman
Joel.
to be able to connect in such a deep way to Hashem. And your soul
Joel.
will go through that process of having those kind of if you will, darkened, or those hurt, or those cracks that we go through with life.
Wait, this is a cold rock.
Yes. And so it will get polished.
I just
No,
try.
baby. It will get polished
I just try
to the
this
point where it becomes this.
one. How we have the rock?
It's a beautiful rock, and it becomes this.
Yeah. Wow, it's a
And then you know,
shiny
then
rock.
whatever times you have gone through a difficult time, you can pour your heart before Hashem, and it will calm you down. It will decrease your stress levels and your cortisol levels and improve your overall health.
Hey,
So when you know that you can turn to Hashem,
Wait, this is a...
when you can turn to Hashem on those moments, then
two rocks.
it would be a whole lot better for you overall.
And you make them stack
So-
them. We could stack all those rocks.
Instead of, like my son was saying, stacking inside rocks over and over again inside a box.
And stacking.
When you go through life, the Tehillim and prayer will help you get those out and transforming those rocks into something precious.
Here, you're stacking high all these rocks.
Because when we focus on Hashem
It's a rock. This is
and what He
cool
wants
rock
for us, and we
collection.
focus on Torah, and Torah is meant to become alive through prayer, Torah study, and closer to
Let's
Hashem.
try and stack them. We're trying to stack them.
So that's pretty much in a
Try
nutshell.
stacking.
I'm gonna go through the history part of it. I'm gonna bring in even more
It's
quote unquote
stacking
more
all
facts
those
on physical, emotional, psychological, even
We have to
neurological,
Stack all those.
and how does the brain react when there's prayer in a human being? How does that change your life overall? So, and I'm gonna go right now and say in Spanish. And I really hope that you can accompany us in this class that we're gonna be having. Like I said, it's physically and it'll be physically and via Zoom. And we'll be posting the address.
Look, I have.
So whoever wishes to come, they can come. And so I'm gonna turn in Spanish right now, so the Spanish speakers can understand what I'm saying. So, buenas tardes. Ahorita les voy a decir lo que está diciendo en inglés y lo voy a repetir ahorita. Como les estaba diciendo a las personas que hablan inglés, Tehillim tiene beneficios de manera física, psicológica, emocional, espiritual. ¿Por qué es el caso? El caso es de que cuando nosotros vamos durante nuestra vida y tenemos traumas y la muerte de un ser amado, no sé, de temas físicos, muchos problemas médicos, cada de esas cosas, también traumas de la infancia, esos son traumas de la infancia, traumas, problemas físicos, médicos, y todos y cada uno se meten dentro de una caja. En la caja se la llevo mi hijo. Entonces, imaginan que es una caja. Entonces, todas esas cosas se van añadiendo a la caja. Una y otra y otra y otra. Sí, mi amor. I know. Hasta el momento que la caja pesa tanto que ni siquiera uno la puede cargar. Entonces, lo que hace el Tehillim en la oración es de que cuando estamos orando, porque el rey David abarcaba toda la experiencia humana de un ser humano.
How we have the treasure, Mama.
Por ejemplo, si podemos abrir...
Mom, it's the treasure.
Sí, mi amor. So, if we open, o sea, si abrimos cualquier salmo, cualquiera, no importa. Vamos a ver.
A concho collection. Wow, so many rocks.
A ver. Por ejemplo, aquí es Salmo 35. Entonces voy a leer en español. De David contienda interno contra mis enemigos, combate a mis adversarios, toma el escudo y el padez y surge en mi ayuda. Ten dispuesta la lanza, cierra contra mis perseguidores. Dile a mi alma, yo soy tu salvación, que se avergüencen y se confundan. Todos los que buscan mi alma, que retrocedan y frustrados lo que desean mi mal. Que sean como la cascarilla frente al viento y al ángel divino los ahuyente y que sus caminos sean oscuros y resbaladizos y el ángel divino los persiga.
Mama, look, it's ice.
Todos en algún momento nos hemos sentido perseguidos por X situación. Ponte que no podemos conseguir trabajo en un momento dado. Que nuestra situación médica no se acaba. Es un tipo de persecución. Entonces, podemos empatizar con esto. Con Tehillim, con los salmos. Tienen un poder profundo. Ahora, psicológicamente, cuando nosotros, en lugar de estar pensando en cualquier trauma que estamos pasando en ese momento, y cuando estamos orando, y pensando en orar no solamente por nosotros, el orar por nuestra familia, el orar por nuestros amigos, el orar por una persona, un amigo o amiga que estaba pasando por algún tema muy fuerte de salud. Cambiamos y prendemos en nuestro cerebro la parte empática de nuestro cerebro. Y por lo tanto, nada más el simple hecho de saber que tenemos a un ser más grande que nosotros, que tenemos a Hashem, que es más grande que nosotros, eso es ese sentimiento que el poder sentirnos apoyados baja nuestro nivel de cortisol. Y si baja nuestro nivel de cortisol, entonces nuestro por ejemplo, la presión arterial se baja, nuestro estrés baja, la inflamación de nuestro cuerpo baja. Y si eso lo ponemos con una dieta balanceada, ejercicio, etcétera, es algo súper poderoso. Entonces, si tenemos los dos salmos y nos cuidamos en otros aspectos también, eso nos va a ayudar a nosotros a beneficiarnos de eso como individuos en nuestra alma. Ahora, los salmos es algo sumamente importante en una comunidad judía, específicamente las mujeres de una comunidad judía. Es algo que pasa regularmente, están orando los salmos continuamente, porque siempre hay necesidades dentro de la congregación o la comunidad judía. Entonces, el poder de la oración, y más, el poder de la oración con un grupo grande, es como tocarle a Hashem en su puerta, el tocar fuertemente a la puerta de Shammai, pero fuerte. Entonces imagínense la unión de mujeres orando, pidiéndole a Hashem por otras personas. Y estamos diciendo, Hashem, te necesitamos. Ahora, cuando esta piedra se transforma a través de la oración, a través de Tehillim, se transforma en esto, precioso, entonces podemos nosotros beneficiar a otros y expresar nuestra experiencia en cómo llegamos ahí, cómo nos fortificamos a través de Hashem y de oración y de estudiar la Torah, y ese poder espiritual que te va a afectar en todos los aspectos. Entonces somos una luz para las naciones. es tan importante. El Tehillim es sumamente importante.
Here's another one.
Que es
Here it is.
el poder que
It's a
podemos
ice rock.
tener nosotros como ser humano con el poder de la boca.
And this is the other ice rock. Just one more to go.
Y esta es una manera que ya está puesta. Tehillim. I have two in español, English. Spanish and English. Les sugiero que usen ese poder y que atiendan a la clase para que podamos expandernos sobre un tema tan hermoso que es el Tehillim. Y bueno, como ven, soy madre, entonces tengo mis hijos y van a hacer ruido. So as I said, I was saying in Spanish, in Spanish, I have a voice, and just I'm a mother, right? And so that's who I am, and this is my number one. So so I wanted to tell you in English, the part I said in English I didn't say that I said in Spanish. So I was saying that when you transform from this to this, and you include Torah study, and you include prayer, and all of those aspects in your life, then you're able to be a blessing to others, because you're able to help them, empathize with them, and help them go through their journey. And then you'll be able to transform the power of your mouth with Tehillim and transform it into something positive and of light. And then you can be a light to the nations. That's the role of the Jewish people, to be a light to the nations. And so that's pretty much it. Please post if you have any questions or any comments. We're gonna have a Shabbat service coming up. It's gonna be this Saturday. So
It's a rock.
okay. And we're gonna be posting. We're gonna posting the address. The address is actually right there on the post about the service. And the address is West Jefferson Street and Suite 105 and Grand Prairie 75051. So if you have any questions, like I said, please contact us. Do not hesitate to do so. And we're happy to answer anything that you like, any questions or concerns. And so I hope that everyone has a wonderful Shabbat. And I hope that you visit us. So take care, everybody. Bye.